Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play DK64. I'm the 1000 Beanster, but I do hope you knew that already. Sorry, Josh Epson. Anyhow, I have a couple blueprints to redeem here. Actually, more than a couple. Actually, all of them have one. Now that I think about it, all of them have one. So this might be a bit long. That's what we need, Kong. Sometimes I kind of wish we could skip this. Though, you know, for the first time, it's not so bad. But seeing as how we're going to be seeing all four of them. Huh, I hadn't realized. Oh, right, I had Tiny's, and then I went and redeemed Jungle Jape's blueprint. Okay. So it's good. Because all the Kong's blueprints are redeemed at once. Though, no, I believe I had probably gotten redeemed Tiny's blueprint. Well, let's go redeem the others. I should have kept Diddy for last, since the stuff that comes next is for him. Well, for him to do. Go on. Give him a banana. You do have to wonder why he needs such a ridiculously complex setup. Because really... Anyhow, we're actually starting to see a little bit of a machine here, because before we only had a bit of text. Heh. Lanky, onwards to you. Dun, dun, dun. Let's go. I should have just redeemed all the blueprints and then showed you once, maybe. Oh well, enough about what I should have done. Let's get back here. This here is not one of these bananas. Speaking of which, I'm just slightly curious. Only two, though. The others all have like... Well, no, Tiny still has another one, which I'm kind of looking at right now. Well, looking at the area. He has two more. I think I can... Well, two more. Two more, but I'm not entirely... Well, no, I'm sure of one. I'm sure of one. I'm sure of two, so there's one more. I'm not entirely sure where to get. Anyhow, you bash the gongs like this. Ah, speaking of which, I hadn't realized, but back on DK Isles, now that I have a Chimpy charge and Tiny, well, no, I don't think Tiny can actually reach what I'm thinking of. Ah, that's right, Tiny can't actually reach what I'm thinking of yet. That will come with a potion for the next world. Yeah, all right. That's where his last banana is. On the top of this, he needs to fly. Anyhow, treat lime. Whoop! I wanted to do a long jump, but apparently he prefers the high jump. Well, onwards. Am I going to take that risk, or am I just going to go do the long way around? I think I'll just go get burned. Damn, I jumped too late. Ow. Getting burned. I'm fine. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now there's a couple of things that have to be done with Diddy. Huh. Blue bananas here. There we go. And that activates something for Tiny, which I will not do yet. That thing that just appeared will probably be the bane of my existence in the early game. In the really early game. Will probably be the only challenging bit. So I'll be leaving a whole episode. At least the potential for a whole episode for it. Now, I want to get back in there because there are a few more things that can be done with Diddy. Actually, quite a bit more things that can be done with... no. Bad. Bad. Good. What? Ah! Damn it! I had this! Was just spazzing out. He couldn't climb on. Maybe because I was in the corner. Anyhow, this is something that might seem a little obscure and almost far-fetched if you haven't seen it. Seen what I'm talking about, but you have to go through this 3 times. Of course, the bananas are a bit of a tip. And there's another thing that I will show you when it becomes relevant that you could have seen before doing this. There we go. This vulture was caged near Funky, I believe. Or no, actually, near Snide. And you can see just above his cage was a symbol like the thing where we were. I love this checkup flight. Ailerons, rudder, check. Ah, freedom! Thanks, Eddie. If you fancy a test of your flying skills, come and see me at Jet Barrel. At the Jet Barrel. Kind of redundant, isn't it? Yeah, I'm right here. Come on. Oh, here you are, Diddy. I thought you got lost. Follow me around the level and fly through all the rings I leave behind if you want to win a prize. Screw you two. This gear can be difficult because the jet barrel controls can be really finicky. With some experience, it can be handled. It's all about knowing how to regulate your altitude right. It's all about the altitude. And using the hover. The hover is a godsend when dealing with this. It allows you to stabilize, immobilize yourself really well. And we're being annoyingly close to the ground here. If I let go for a moment, I could easily... Whoa! Fall down. Whoop. Alright, come on, onwards. Good. I try generally to mimic the hover when I move forward. Give a small bursts that resemble the hover to keep my altitude. Nice plan, Diddy. Now let's see what I can find you as a prize. Well, that will do, thank you. And hey, I'm still an endless. Crystal coconuts. Okay, I'm not an endless anymore. Well, whatever. This gear's probably the single most crystal coconut costly power of them all. But no, we're not going home quite yet. Well, I think I'll just land here for a sec. Refill and crystal coconuts, ammo, so on. Because there's just one more thing that we'll have to do with Flying Diddy, which is to open a path somewhere. And thank God for that. I had forgotten I was so hurt because of my fails. Well, there we go. One more thing to do with Flying Diddy. And that is, excuse me, to go on that other temple, which you can barely see through the sandstorm, here. That other temple. All the way out here, with like 5 doors. Knowing there are 5 Kongs in the whole game, you can guess what this is going to be. This is one of those areas where every Kong has something to do. For the longest time, I didn't know he actually said, "Feed me." For the longest time, I didn't know. I was pretty bad at English being a kid. Well, no, mostly it's not my first language, and I was a kid. I'm still better at it than most kids my age. Bad at English, and it's not exactly clear. Even now, I need the headphones to truly understand what he's saying. And he's turning faster and faster, so I didn't think that was actually a success. The idea is to find that, well, weird sometimes. It's so weird. Just try to find that time where you shoot and it will make it just in time. Right there. And of course the timing changes every time. So here we go, we've opened all the paths to the temple. And I have time for 1 or 2. So onwards! Let's start with the main one. Let's start with DK. The Prime Primate. Damn. The ramp. Let's get in. And those places are all slightly maze-like. And they give you a lot of ammo. Which is good because you kind of need it. You see, you open 2 paths. And typically the thing about those mazes is that from DK to the last unnamed member, but I do hope most of you know who I'm talking about, it tends to get progressively harder. Whoa, 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 get away from here! What you should do here is actually just toss a grenade in a bunch. That would do good. And a lot of crystal coconuts, which fill you up quite well after all that flying. Whoa! Damn lob! Lobbing grenades. Ah! Run! Run! Run from the dog. Jeez. That took a lot more grenades than it should. Now next, another 2 ways. Oh, ouch. Ow! I had forgotten you can actually hurt yourself with your grenades. Yes, there is friendly fire. And here, you see the banana? Don't get it quite yet. Do everything, make sure you have done everything you want to do in this place. Whoa! Make sure you have done everything you have to do in this place before grabbing... Whoa, wait, no. Not falling for it a second time. Not falling for it a second time. There you go. So yeah, I have done pretty much everything. Well, it's not like I've used film, yeah. So let's go. Reason why you want to grab everything is this.
Get out.
25 seconds to get out. After that, it shoots you. Though it's not one of the insta-kill types you will find further in the game. So really, you have a ton of time. It's just slightly damaging. So it's really not all that bad, though it can be scary at first. I mean, you've got this big crosshair on you, and really, there's definite implications of get out of there before insta-kill, but really it's just somewhat damaging. So you can still stay there and do whatever heck you have to do afterwards, after getting the banana, but it's still better if you get everything first, so that you don't have to be in a super hurry to get out. Anywho, onwards to Diddy's. This place seems to go forward. So let's go elsewhere. For a coin. Oh well. Couldn't have known what it was. I love how Diddy acrobatically flips when you actually do that. When you jump during his attack, he actually flips like that. It's a nice touch. There we go. Whoa! Those guys don't explode. But they're still just as nasty. And you still use your grenades. Grenade to the face. And there we are, still very simple. I think Diddy is actually kind of equivalent to donkeys. But lankies and tiny get tougher.
Get out.
Well, more complex. And then the last one is actually really, really long with a lot of stuff. For naturally the slowest of them all. The slowest monkey of them all. Onwards to Lanky. I still have time for Lanky. Oh yes, particularly after Lanky and Tiny's, there's a minigame actually, rather than just having the banana right there. So that's already a small difference. And I should remember at some point to come back here with Diddy for his last bananas, and also to basically just go all around this place with Lanky, because he's got a lot of bananas on the... Damn, I need a bit more room. He's got a lot of bananas in the treetops. Whoa. That thing, man, it's flying. It has the weirdest flight pattern. Whoa. Don't even know where I'm aiming. Wait a minute. Well, no. Go right back. Oh, come on. There we go. That was actually pretty good, if I do say so myself. So anyway, this is the beginning, isn't it? Yes, this is the beginning. So, there. In the middle. Lots of clumps over here. Hey, we're actually going backwards a bit. But, well, it's not like I needed anything that was there. Still. There. There is the game.
Welcome to bonus stage.
Big Bug Bash! Swat the flies! 8 use the sweater. Very self-explanatory. Personally, I just smash the button and try to go wherever the fly will be next. Because due to erratic flight patterns of a fly, and the slight delay between the moment you press A and the moment it lands, it's actually practically impossible to truly skill shot it. So you mash the button and you try to be where it will be, with no guarantee of getting it. This one is easy because there aren't that many to do, but later ones can be frustrating. So, onwards. Outside. Quickly. Let us run. No. Out there. Be careful when holding B when doing those tasks, because you can easily just load your shockwave. Load your shockwave and slow yourself down to a crawl. So, anywho, I would do tinies, but I do believe this is actually quite enough for a single video. So I suppose this is about time that I had my little recording session. So I'll see you guys next time, where hopefully we'll do tinies part of this temple, and then head onwards to my bane. See you next time. This was 1000 Beanstir, signing off.